Okay, good afternoon and welcome to NWCRs Removing the Liberal Blindfold for this Monday, the 27th day of July in the year of our Lord 2020. Today's update is about the liberal networks run amok. In California, the state of riots, I won't call them what the lying lamestream media does, are violent and destructive. But the media, ABC to name names, calls it peaceful protests that have intensified. Our rights are being fleeced here, not only by the governors, but the media too. Okay, let's just call it what it is, guys. I assure you it'll make your jobs much easier, as you then will not have to try and make up new words and new meanings for the things that you're saying. ABC News appears to have set a new standard in not calling something for what it is regarding the mayhem that erupted in Oakland, California. Weeks have passed since the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis on May 25th, which set off another wave of left-wing protests, riots, and Black Lives Matter activisms. Most of the nation's cities were engulfed in total chaos in the days after the incident. Minneapolis was burned to the ground. New York City was taken over by the mob. Washington, D.C. was besieged. While the rioting has calmed down in most places, pockets of the left coast are still trying to destroy federal buildings. It's what prompted the Trump White House to launch Operation Legend, which deployed federal agents to bring law and order to cities that are still a mess and protect federal property. Yet in their never-ending orange man bad mode, ABC tried to pass this on as a legitimate take about the riot in Oakland. It's an Associated Press story, but the news outlet said this on their social media account, quote, "Protesters in California set fire to a courthouse, damaged a police station, and assaulted officers after a peaceful demonstration intensified," unquote. And now to remove the liberal blindfold here, folks. The media reports the riots as peaceful, becoming more intensified. The truth is, these are criminal riots that are nowhere near peaceful, nor have they almost ever been. They just can't bring themselves to tell the truth and call these mayhem actions for what they are. They stick with peaceful protests, even when they obviously are not. Calling these criminal enterprises of burning down buildings, torching police cars, and beating up people just for their beliefs or their color is like our governor here in New Mexico calling the using of masks a way to keep everyone safe so the kids can go back to school this fall. Neither is true. The so-called peaceful protesters are nothing more than violent criminals, and the masks are nothing more than something to show control over the people while making them sick and shutting down their immune systems to make the next virus the left has planned work better than the false one did. Granted, there have been people who have gotten sick with this novel coronavirus, but you almost have to have a pre-existing condition to make it bad. When you are healthy, the masks will just take care of that. You won't be healthy anymore. When it comes to the media and the leftists in this nation, neither one would know the truth, even if it came up and smacked them right between the eyes, announcing itself. And the problem with that is the people, for the most part, are not that stupid. They just try to follow the laws, even when the laws are immoral and illegal, like the masks and Obamacare. But thankfully, there are those out here who will follow the correct laws and are not dumb. We all know what the government is doing, and control over the people is the main reason for all this mayhem that is going on. I always wondered how long it would take for the Demonbrats to completely take the law out of law and the Constitution out of the way of life for the people. 2020 will be known as that year. Law will, to the left, no longer matters, and the Constitution is something that the left is shredding to bits while claiming they are saving it. Yeah, right. The problem comes in when the Republicans, who have no backbone at all to save what needs to be saved, they sit back and just take it. But it would be so nice, just once this year before the year is over, to hear the truth from the leftists or see some backbone from the Republicans. But I kind of doubt that will happen. It will go totally against their America-hating agenda to tell the truth. Thank you all for joining me today, and as a friend of mine used to always say, we will not be ruled. And I add, and that is, if we don't allow it. This is Robert the Infidel, and I'll see you again on Wednesday. And remember, NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold is brought to you through Conservative Nation Media, where America always wins. Tomorrow is my show on Blog Talk Radio at 5 p.m. Eastern. Have a blessed day.